Welcome to 1A, which I'm calling Basic Techniques until I come up with a more clever name for it that hopefully you will post all over Instagram and share. So I am going on the assumption that at least some of you have never done self-massage, have no idea where to start, and just expose you to some basic ideas of things, okay? And so that's what the ones are gonna be about, 1A, 1B, 1C. I will add a twist, I promise, so that if you feel like you might be a little bored, go ahead, please stick through the whole video so you can see what challenge I'd like you to try along with it. So, here we go. I'm gonna use my forearm. Thigh would also be a great one. You could be sitting in any position that you'd like. You could be lying down, you could be standing up. So just get comfortable. It's the first thing. You're going to be able to feel more in whatever area you're targeting if you don't have any kind of threat feeling in your body. So I teach this in kin stretch classes and things all the time. So if you are unable to be completely comfortable, you can't focus as much on the thing that we're trying to work on. So take care of that first. So if I'm doing my form, I'm just going to do a couple different things. We have basic open palm rubbing. And just kind of going all over. And if you're not doing it with me, go ahead, open palm rubbing. Getting all around there. And notice how different it feels when you're on the meat, so to speak, versus going around the joint. Kind of different sensory inputs you have. Okay, and if you're doing your thigh, this would be thigh, could be both hands, how different the knee feels. Okay, now, we're going to go into squeezing. We have a couple of different ways to do this. I know, it's so amazing. This is fascinating stuff. I'm going to start off with a palm bias. So I'm squeezing here, and I'm thinking about emphasizing the palm as the catalyst for the squeeze. It's kind of squeezing up, and you can play. I don't think it feels as good personally around the joint as we're adding more pressure like this and getting a little deeper. It feels a little better to kind of get down. Now, as far as how you squeeze too, you may play with squeezing where you feel like you're going towards the bone or kind of peeling off of the bone and decide what feels better to you. It's probably peeling off the bone. Okay, now finger bias. So same thing, but now I'm focusing on slightly curling the fingers. Different angles, seeing what that feels like. Okay, thumb bias. So now, instead of it all being in a monkey paw like we've been having here, I'm going to take make the thumb a digit, and I'm going to squeeze with a thumb bias. Again, experimenting with through the bone, off the bone. Joint, all those things. Okay, you can also go into like a pinch where I go between a couple fingers, or I could do total finger bias. So we're sort of pinching here, different sensation. Take a nice breath. Okay. So we have kind of our basic open palm things. Now, what I'd like you to play with is doing that all over your body. You're going to get as much through your entire body as you can with a couple of these different options here. Okay, so this is like the rubbing and squeezing portion. Okay, just a basic, shallow to different kinds of squeezing that we're doing here. And we are going to deal with a bunch of other different techniques in 1B and 1C, but just wanted to start with this and kind of keep it simple. Here's the twist. Okay, so as we're going around, seeing what kind of things feel good, what kind of options, changing directions, going all one direction, pushing towards the heart is a common thing in some different practices. Getting all over, thumb bias on the hand, for example. It's really good. All on the fingers. I'm saying all your cells deserve this love and awareness. So you're paying attention to any surprises that you find. Anywhere you feel like hanging out for a little bit. Don't be afraid to go all over the chest, all over the body. If you skip the butt, you are missing out. Trying some different stuff. How far can you reach on your back, neck? You could either mute this and do it on your own time, pause it, using the fingers to explore the nooks and crannies. Basically drawing the most detailed map that we can. Playing with speed, depth, and tool utilization. Going down to the legs. Again, fully painting over everything. Switching between one thing and the other. Seriously, make sure you get the butt. Notice what feels different. Notice if you feel tingling anywhere else. If you slow down for a moment, you kind of pause. Go from place to place. Now, if you're doing this, actually, I'll wait till we finish, or until I finish. Everywhere. In between your toes, the tips of the toes, we're not missing anything. Finely detailed. Palm bias, thumb bias, uniform between the palm and the fingers maybe, between each toe. And every piece, and noticing where is sensitive, where isn't. And try not to lose the breath. Okay. So let's pause it if you're not done. I think I've made a pretty clear map over as much of my body as I can. And when you do this later, I'd like you to take a moment before you start and just go, okay, body, where should I start? And start there. And every once in a while, you can pause and go, okay, where are we going now? And go until you feel like you're done with that spot. Maybe you're rushing and you just want to get it all done, get some feedback. You may end up on one joint or one spot for a really long time. You may do a lot of repetition in that one spot. Yeah. And that's not the twist. The actual twist is I'd like you to play with sounds and vibration. So as you're going and you're squeezing, my first thing that I was officially trained in is Thai body work, and it's a very rhythmic type of body work, and you can play along with that rhythm. So whatever sound makes sense to you to make with it. If you feel like this isn't your thing, you can't speak up, you can imagine a sound. Or maybe as you're going along, you gradually start feeling like, okay, maybe I can do this. So to me, doing this kind of squeeze on my thigh is a I switch to doing my thumb, I feel like making a different sound. If I'm doing this kind of stuff, it might be something different again. You get the picture. So introducing the vibrational component will kind of bring a different kind of internalization, and it probably will feel more rhythmic to you. Though don't be afraid to let it kind of come up and down. If any words come through, or if anything feels like you want to be silent for a spot, or you want to hang out in a spot, go ahead and do that. Introducing that tonal quality is something that I think we're missing a lot in our lives. So when it comes to the self-care thing, I really love to get some vocalization going. And it's kind of a flow vocalization too, because there's no way to know if something fits with a certain sound. At least I don't think so. I'm certainly not going to codify it for others. So when you're working on your thigh, see if a sound comes up. If you're working on your elbow, if you're working on your eyeballs. You might find different stuff. So go ahead and paint the best picture you can. 1A is about squeezing, and vocalization is the bonus part. I hope you enjoy, and hope you find something new about yourself. And go forth before you go and do your regular activities. Take a moment, absorb it all, and you may ask your body if there's anywhere else that it wants a little more attention, or if you know you have to cut it off at that point, say, okay, feel everything that is, be aware of all the sensations. Make more sounds if you like. And when you're ready, now go ahead into the rest of your day. Enjoy. 1A, squeezing stuff. Thank you.